So after having the following extensions, the next extension will be bracket pair colorizer. Alright, I am bad at spelling things. Hey everyone, this is going to be a short and simple video over configuring Flutter over Visual Studio Code. So this is going to be a video for those who don't like Android Studio Code and want to shift over Visual Studio Code. Also, I will be sharing of some of the common tips that you should configure under your Visual Studio Code as well. So first thing first, let's start off installing Flutter. So for installing Flutter, you can move under a browser under the official site, and you can install your Flutter according to your system needs. So mine one is Windows, so I can simply download Windows. And for installation, you may observe they will be showing us various documentation, but we don't need that. You shall be only needing two things, that is GitHub installed under your system, that is Git, also the following file of Windows stable version. So once we have done this, okay, I will cancel it for now because I have already downloaded under my system. So once you have downloaded your Flutter, you can simply go under your file browser under this PC if you are a Windows user. So here you can move under advanced system settings under environment variables, and here under the environment variable, the first thing is about setting up the path. So you should set up the path where your Flutter is installed, that is the package that we have just installed. So you should build up the path of the following bean, that is Flutter bean, under your environment variable, so you won't get any error. After having this thing under the systems variables, you should get the path of Android Home, that should be your Android SDK if you are owning an Android Studio, and similarly Android SDK root. And once you are done this, under the path there should be also the Flutter bean one having the following system root of the following Amazon Corretto, which is JDK. So once we are done the following changes under your environment variables, we are good to go, and we can now simply move under Visual Studio Code. So under my Visual Studio Code, if I move under my extensions, here are numerous extensions. So the most important extension for Visual Studio Code will be Dart, which is the language extension itself. After having the following extension, the next extension shall be nothing but Flutter. So after having both the extensions of Dart and Flutter, the other important extensions that I will be recommend you will be the Perspec Assist, which is somewhere here. The following Perspec Assist extension shall be helping you in getting external dependencies without going on external sites. After having the following Perspec Assist, the second one is nothing but a Prettier, which is a code formatter. I highly recommend you for having this Prettier formatter. If I show to you my project folder, under library, let's say any of the file from our The Social, you may see the following code shall be rendered under a pretty format, all thanks to Prettier. So after having the extension of Prettier for the theme of your Visual Studio Code, you can either choose OneDark Pro, but if I move under my settings under color theme, I am using macOS Modern Dark, which is the default Xcode, but it's totally dependent on you about what theme that you need. But regardless of that, moving to next extension will be Material Icon theme. The following Material Icon theme shall be helping us in sorting all the icons, which you may observe here, for different types of files. So after that, you can simply go up and have a live server if you are simply using your Flutter under Flutter Web, by which after pressing over this, we can simply open our server directly under our browser. So after having this, you can have a Kite AI code for autocomplete, and after having this, you can simply have image preview, which is one of my favorite extensions. Let me show you what this extension does. So for this, we can simply go under perspec.yaml file, and here under the following images, you can see all the preview of the following image, which is very helpful to us for selecting the particular image. So once we are getting the extensions of image preview, we can go up and have the extensions of Flutter color, which shall be helping us in showing all the proper colors that we are choosing. So after having the following extensions, you can also have the extension of Dart data class generator, which shall be helping us in generating some Dart data class, which is a Podo class, that is plain old Dart object. And this extension is very helpful in generating some random classes, having just, for example, user UID or name and surname. So after having the following extensions, the next extension will be bracket pair colorizer. Alright, I am bad at spelling things. So the bracket pair colorizer shall be helpful to us. If I simply go under my file, you may observe the following brackets shall be colorized. Alright, let's select the next one of this one, which is yellow. And after that, better comments is one of the great options for simply commenting all of your code, and the following code shall be highlighted, which is simply shown here. And after that, these awesome Flutter snippets shall be very helpful to us in generating some random boilerplate code. Now these are all of my favorite extensions that I mean, and I really recommend you. So for Android emulator, I am using the default Android emulator provided by Android Studio itself, but you may use other emulators such as Genymotions or Nox Player or any sort of that. but I simply use Android emulator. So if I simply go under my Android Studio, under the following big class, you know what, I have never used Android Studio in my entire life. For now, I can simply go under the both of the two options. So the first option shall be for our Android emulator. So after clicking over this, you may observe we can set all of our virtual devices. And for now, I have my Pixel up and ready, which is my Android emulator. But you can launch a new emulator by creating a new virtual device. So here under this virtual device, you can select any of your favorite phones, select next, and for now you can select any of your system image. So after that we can go next, and here you can rename your Android emulator according to your choice. But for now we can simply come down here and have show advanced options, and under this advanced options you can select all of your configurations. So under advanced settings we can come down here and manage all the RAM and VM heap. Now remember one thing, the RAM should be 4 times more than the VM heap, which is one of the formula for having a fast emulator. So I recommend you to have a RAM according to the performance of your system. So if you are having an 8GB system, that is 8GB RAM of your laptop or computer, I recommend you to having 2GB RAM, having a heap of 256. Else for 16GB, 4GB RAM, having a heap of 2000, yeah, something like that. So after that you can simply select on finish. It will be simply creating an Android virtual device. So after that you may observe you will be getting your Android virtual device here. I will always recommend you to launch your Android device away from the Android Studio. What I mean by that is I can simply close this and open my terminal, which is PowerShell itself. And here on my terminal you can see the path to my Android emulator's root directory. So under the following path I can simply write emulator -list -avds, that is avds. Now here you may observe the number of Android emulators available under your entire system. So regardless of this, I can simply select any of my favorite emulator. So I will be simply typing here AVD, which is Android virtual device, and the name of the device, which is Pixel. And after this I will be providing access to internet for the following emulator, which is Pixel. So to provide the internet access to the following emulator, we can simply write -DNS server. And for the following server, you can configure it a server with Google, which is nothing but 8.8.8.8, not 80 but 8. And after that you can simply press enter. Now the following process may take time if you are launching an emulator for the first time, else 2 or 3 minutes shall be okay. We have our emulator here. Now for the boot of the emulator, I have the system configuration of cold boot, that is it will be starting from absolute scratch. So it may take 4 to 5 minutes, so let's fast forward the video.
A few moments later.
Alrighty, so our emulator is up and running. Now you may see this is our following emulator, which you may generate after having the following system configurations with the help of Android Studio Code. That is Android Studio, not a Visual Studio Code. See the following option of our The Social, which is our existing application, which is my live project going on over my channel. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe. So with that said, the following video shall be ending here for having a cool configuration of your Flutter under Visual Studio Code. So if you love the following configuration, please go over my channel, that is youtube/Abhishek, and simply subscribe if you haven't. So I will see you in the next one with another great video of our The Social. Goodbye.